Hey guys, if you're a big fan of the Boiz podcast, and you'll definitely recognize this guy because he's been on there before. Keanu, Sousa, Mendes, what's up, dude?
Buongiorno. How you guys doing?
We got 3 of your video projects that we're gonna watch, and then you're gonna talk about them. Do you like the sound of that?
Yeah. You wanted to know a little about me.
Sure, yeah.
I'm a filmmaker. I enjoy filmmaking. I ventured into independent filmmaking because I didn't want to make any money as an adult. That was sort of the mission. And so far, I've been very successful at that. So I think today we're going to check out 3 of my projects. One is a micro short film I shot last year with some friends. The second project we'll check out is a music video that I directed for a band. And then lastly, we'll check out a short film that I made when I was in high school in South Africa.
I think that sold it. I think people are going to watch it now.
I'm excited.
Only pack the essentials. $700 in cash, some change, passport, picture of your favorite parent, some underwear, some socks, toothbrush, pads, bus pass, smokes, a lighter, and a revolver, of course. You could be gone in an hour. Change your name. Become someone new. Who would even miss you?
Wow.
I love it. Keanu, tell us about this Run Now Run.
I just was enamored by the idea of a micro short film. Man, I just want to make something that has, potential for good quality, but is really economic with its story. It's something very, very short that I can do in a short amount of time and control as much of the output as possible. Created this idea of writing a short film that is mostly all narration because I knew that I was going to have no opportunity to record good sound. We shot in a 24-hour diner. The customers you see in the background, those are real customers. Yeah, they were just acting like...
Did they know what was going on?
Well, there's a giant camera, moving around.
It wasn't invisible? You didn't have, an invisible camera?
No, I was super, I had a giant tripod out. It was all very obvious we were shooting a movie. That guy who sits behind her, it's the coolest, just some random strange dude walked in, sat down, coolest dude ever.
Do you go to management or the owner and say I want to shoot in this Coney Island? What do we got to do?
There was a lot of drama around that. Yeah, I go to that Coney Island quite a lot. It's called Zorbas in Riverview. It's a 24-hour one. And I do this thing with my filmography where I try to incorporate locations that mean something to me. Because if I revisit that film, even if that place doesn't exist anymore, that location will forever be immortalized in the project. I went to the guy, I spoke to the manager. He was cool, and I guess he just didn't communicate with the employees. And so when I arrived on the day, the head waitress was not interested in having us in. And it became this whole broken telephone, trying to call the manager. He won't answer me, he'll only answer her. She's telling him weird stuff. And then eventually it just delayed us 2 hours.
I love the edit. I love the showing all the list of the items, it was really cool. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say, but I thought that was awesome. I was really excited watching that. I was kind of glued to the thing. I wasn't talking much. I was just what the fuck is happening here,
I'm flattered. Yeah, shout out to Larissa Hanna if she sees this. Larissa Hanna, she did the coloring. She's a professional colorist here in Detroit. Everyone who worked on this was local, so that's cool. I guess it's maybe excluding myself. But that was really fun to have her. The bus that you see coming in, we shot that first, and we shot that at sunset, which I thought would, at least in my opinion, it looks like it works as sunrise. So we shot that first. That was pretty interesting.
At the end of it, she's covered in blood, her clothes and her shoes are covered in blood. Was that her clothes that you put red paint on, or was that, did you buy that specifically for the shoot?
As for the clothes, me and her, the actress, we went to a Value World or a Salvation Army, and we picked up some items. All the underwear you see in that one shot where it says underwear in the montage. Yeah. We bought that secondhand at Salvation Army.
That's awesome.
Because I was I don't feel comfortable telling this actress to give me some of her underwear.
Sure. What did they smell? Did you guys smell them?
No.
Okay.
When it comes to underwear, you got to give it a smell test before you buy it.
Yeah.
I tried to return it afterwards. They were not interested.
Oh yeah, no.
So they had to get them there in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I guess you're not getting your money back, but you can redonate it. Take them to Goodwill.
Let's watch this music video.
Yeah, speaking of sound. Yeah, he didn't let us
Lemon
finish
enjoyed
it.
the song.
He didn't let us finish it, but I liked it.
Well, I don't want to like spend the whole time like with him. We only have a limited time on Zoom. We don't want to spend the whole time
all right.
watching the thing. We watch the thing and then we get to talk to him about it. He can tell us more.
I'll take it as a compliment.
People can go and watch it. That's the whole point of this. Guys, go watch the full music video.
By the band Black Cock.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So how did you get connected with this band?
Black Cock.
It's weird. I was helping out the Motion Picture Institute in Troy. That's the school that I went to. I was helping them with their Comic Con booth, because they have like a stall at Comic Con. And I was just, hanging out. I had my Arctic Monkey beanie on and my Arctic Monkey shirt because I love the band. And this guy walked up to me and he was like, "Oh, Arctic Monkey's rad." And then we kind of just started a conversation. And before I knew it, he was sitting in the booth with me. We were talking music, talking movies. His name's Jackson Keenan. And he's like, "I'm a bassist in a band and we're trying to like get a music video going." And I was like, "Dude, yeah, I'd love to try something like that." So I got to meet the band. They recorded the song a couple months later. I heard it and I've loved zombies like my entire life. And I said, "This is A Corpse is Talking," like the title alone. I'm like, "Guys, we have a great opportunity for us to do something really fun and very creative." And I wanted to bring in a makeup artist to do the SFX stuff. And I, reached out to a friend. Her name's Madison Werner. And she was incredibly talented. And you see it there. Like, everything's on the screen. That's all done by someone's handwork. The heart that you'll see towards the end, she made it herself.
Well, did they say like this is the story we want to tell with the music video, or did you just like come up with all of that?
No, everything you see in the video is my idea. I pretty much conceptualized that entire story because they based it off anime. A Corpse is Talking is a line of dialogue from Chainsaw Man, from what I understand. Now, I don't watch anime. I'm not big into anime. I can appreciate it, but I'm not familiar with Chainsaw Man or whatever that was. And so I asked them, you have the conversation, like, is this important that we stick to the material that inspired it? And no, they said it was just more so the vibe or the idea. It wasn't the actual anime itself.
Came out. It turned out very good.
Yeah, shout out to Jared Stevens, who was the cinematographer, another filmmaker that I have the pleasure of working with. He did the visuals, he did the lighting. And those shots, yeah, they're like so graphic. I didn't think they would be that graphic because I storyboard everything. You can see all my storyboards on my social medias. I had no idea it was going to look that intense. It was brutal, dude.
Bro, wake the fuck up. Can't you hear me calling you?
Oh, I'm so sorry, D. Just the music gets a hold of me and I get lost and...
Bro, I don't give a fuck. You gotta work. Let's fucking get this shit done.
So we only watched the first few seconds of it. It was very engaging. I was excited to see where it goes. That's not just a sale for the audience to go watch the whole thing.
That guy, music producer? Well, who was that guy?
The idea simply is he's working the graveyard shift at a DVD rental store. And
Nice.
so he's just listening to music, not really paying attention. And that's why when that big guy with the beard, whose name is Damien, in the film is just called D, who was my actual manager in the store, who played himself. When he snaps the guy out of it, he's like, "Hey, I need you to pay attention. You're getting paid. You can't just be on your phone listening to Jews."
Dude, we gotta wrap up here. But do you have any final messages or calls to action?
If anyone's interested in my work, if you're interested in seeking it out, you can find it on YouTube. It's pretty accessible. As for what I'm doing next, I have completed a feature script. I'm going to be moving into hopefully producing that into my first feature debut, which I'm really excited about. And if anyone wants advice or wants to know how to get started, the honest, stark truth is you don't need anyone else's permission but yourself. So have an idea, love the idea, and then practice. Actually put time into the craft, study it, come up with ideas, things that you think are interesting. You know, as an artist, you have to know what brushes you're using, what pencils, what canvas. It adds to the art. It doesn't subtract. Just don't get too lost in the details. But yeah, I hope that gives everyone the push they need. Have an idea, love the idea, and then try to create the idea. And then you just kind of have to improvise from there.
Hey.